Hello everybody, it's Mary at Yard Art Decor and More Painters in the Making. I hope you're having a great day and I'm going to come on and finish painting my chicken. But I wanted to say a couple of things before I get started because I did a few things different than what I do oftentimes. I base coated this chicken with 50% regular white and 50% scarecrow white. I mixed those two together. I didn't want this just to be the solid cool white and I didn't want it to be the real warm scarecrow. So I did a 50-50 mix of that and I base coated it with that. Then on Zero and Given, I did a 50-50 of brilliant blue and navy blue.
Hi, Sherry.
Because I just wanted my chicken to have a little bit different color. I felt like navy blue's too dark and brilliant blue's too light, so it's a 50-50 here. And then of course, this red, I just put I put some shading pink in it to tone it down. I didn't want it Christmas red. So I did some things different. My boots are 50% shading purple and 50% red to give you that magenta color, okay? So just did some, 50-50 blending or mixing. So this is scarecrow white and white, 50-50 mix on my base coat. This is navy blue and brilliant blue, 50-50% on Zero and Given. On the bow and the clucks, I did red and shading pink. And down here, I did shading purple and red. I like shading purple and red to give you that magenta look. All right, so we got Zero Clucks Given. I went ahead and just base coated it. I'm gonna do it's kind of different than what you normally see me do. And sometimes I think that's good and sometimes we'll see how it goes. So we kind of want our chicken, obviously, to have feathers. Hair, feathers, whatever you want to call it. So normally y'all know that I would base coat something in yellow and use my shading yellow. Or I'd base coat something in reindeer brown and use my shading brown. Or I'd base coat something in primer purple, primer orange and do this as my shading. I'm kind of breaking all of those rules today. So here's what I'm going to do.
Miss Debbie came in a little bit after you explained it. She said, which white is that?
Debbie, it's 50-50 white and scarecrow white. These two right here, I did 50-50. I didn't want my chicken to be totally white, but I also didn't want my chicken to be totally scarecrow white. I didn't want that, okay? So I've got this, I don't know what kind of brush you call it. I call it like a feathered brush. I kind of do it sometimes when I want to do feathers or grass or anything like that. And so I'm not going to do a lot of shading on this guy, but what I am going to do is I'm going to just do a lot of brush stroking. Because to me, a chicken just it's all about the brush stroking. Mm-hmm. So I just put the paint on and then I come back and take it off, if that makes any sense. Yes, I just did that. I just kind of want to give it that rustic, doesn't look kind of too perfect kind of look. I want it to kind of look, well, like a chicken, not too perfect. I know we think of everything as perfection, but really in animals and stuff, you just kind of go with whatever you want to do, to me.
We did too, Kim. Kim said she enjoyed our visit yesterday.
Ah, thanks, Kim. I did
talking to you too.
We had a good time, didn't we, Kim?
It was fun.
It was.
I hadn't seen you in so long.
Yeah. And I'm just taking this shading yellow, and I'm just kind of going straight over those words. Again, you don't have to do this. You can do whatever you want. But I like the idea of us just getting a lot of brush strokes in here on my chicken. Okay. I put the paint on, I take it off. Does that make sense? Come down here. And I went ahead and painted her glasses black just because I like do y'all remember in the 60s when the ladies would wear those cat-eye glasses? And us kids, adults thought that was good, but us kids made fun of that.
Yeah, we laughed at that.
But I don't know, we were kids. What did we know? We'd laugh at anything an adult did just because we would think that we knew more than they did, which we didn't know anything, but we were kids, so.
I missed you.
So I'm just kind of taking that brush, putting it on, and taking it off, okay? Notice I didn't put a whole lot on there, did I? Because I know I'm going to come back, and I'm going to take this shading orange, right? So I did the shading yellow. I'm not even going to wash the brush. Got something in there. I'm going to do my shading orange. You put the color on and take it off. That makes sense. And I'm going to just kind of come back over here. By the time I'm done with all this, my little chicken, she's just going to have all kind of stuff on her. But that's kind of the idea. You might think of this as dry brushing. If you've ever dry brushed, that's kind of what it is. You put the paint on and you take it off. And I just kind of come down here. And my chicken's going to be kind of bright.
Pamela.
If you don't like that brightness, you don't have to do anything that bright.
Pamela would like to know, can you get that in a paper pattern?
We will, Pamela. We have not yet. I haven't done the digital or the paper yet, just simply because I haven't had time. But yes. Yeah. Probably I'll get that out this week. I'll put a post out too when I do get it done. And I just kind of come in here. I don't do a whole lot of everything around the words. I do some.
Kim said she needs a brush like that.
Yeah. It's just got these, I don't know what you call it, where they're, the tips are it's very uneven on the bottom.
It's like bristly or
bristly,
something.
yeah. Okay. It's really easy to paint this because there's no perfect thing. Once you think you have enough paint on there, see, this is just with the shading yellow and shading orange. So I'm already starting to get kind of the look of a chicken, right? But just one more thing. And this is shading brown. And I'm going to try to go light on it because shading brown is very strong color. So I'm going to put it on there and I'm going to take all of it off.
Pamela said she loves it.
Yeah. It's just something different. I'm going to try to take it out. Because I want some brown on this chicken, but I don't want to overdo it.
Hi, Dee.
And with shading brown, it's really easy to overdo it because it's a strong, strong color. See, I've got me some strokes in there.
Miss Debbie said it looks like a very small chip brush.
Yeah, basically she's right. And the idea is just dry brushing. Put it on there and then take it off. And you could do as many strokes, as much of stuff as you want on here. If you don't like a lot on here, then don't put a lot on here. Y'all know me, I kind of go for color. I go for bright, that kind of thing. That's just me. But this thing would look good no matter what you did, I really think. So I put it on there, take it off.
Misty says it looks like a rake brush.
Yes, that's probably the right word. Yeah, of everything that we've talked about. And my brain is not going all there. Though, you know, I've been gone the last couple days. And we got back, I don't know what day it is. So Sunday? Yeah, whatever day it is, y'all.
Yeah, today's Sunday.
It was good. But you know how it is when you go away from home. It's good to go, but it's good to get back too. I was ready to get back. So I got this rake brush and I'm just doing that dry brushing. Do whatever makes you feel like your chicken is going to look good. That's the main thing. Now I'm going to put that in the water. I'm going to pick up a small, well, this is probably a script liner number 4 while I have this in there. Just doing brush strokes. That's all I'm doing. No right, no wrong, no rhyme, no reason.
I wonder.
You know, they're just, you get them in there and you just kind of get them wherever you want them. And mine is not by any stretch of the imagination perfect, but I'm not worried about that.
It's not supposed to look like a machine did it.
Right.
It's supposed to look
It's just supposed to look, yeah, exactly. And the reason I'm doing the script liner is it just gives you a whole different look than the rake brush. So my chicken's going to be busy, y'all. She going to be just getting all kinds of things going on. Now, I did that. Now I'm going to go with this. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to put a ton on there, but I'm going to put enough on there to get some color. And then what do? I come back here. Just about doing the brush strokes. That's all it is. She looks unruly, and that's good. That's what I'm going for.
Victoria. It was so
Hey,
wonderful meeting
Victoria.
you yesterday.
How are you? Yeah, Victoria's at the shop yesterday. And we were just talking, having a good time. We'd been over there unloading and everything.
I'm sorry you weren't there, Miss Debbie.
Yeah.
I don't know that you knew we were going to be over there, but...
Victoria had to come pick up some stuff that she had bought from us. All right, so now, just with that little bit that I've done with the script liner, I've got my shading yellow and shading orange. Okay.
Zero Clucks Given.
Yeah, and then here I go with this. And again, I'm going to be careful with this shading brown because if you're not careful, it's very easy to overpower everything because it's a very strong color. But we got to have some brush strokes in there.
Miss Debbie wants to know if your party's full.
I do believe it is, Debbie. I'm not the one actually keeping up with it. The last I saw it had 18, but that was several days ago. I believe it is full. The guy that I'm doing it with, he's actually doing all the marketing and taking up all the... I'm doing the DIY. He's doing everything else, I guess, to put it that way.
I mean, good gig if you can get it. That's kind of nice.
Yeah. So, but I believe we are full.
Miss Victoria said Carrie and her just came back from getting pedicures.
Oh, isn't that nice? I haven't had one in a long time, but that is something I will take time out of my day to go do. That's just something I like to do. Okay, now I've got to...
It's nice, especially when you're a hard worker like you are.
Yeah, yeah. And for whatever reason, getting a pedicure is just something I've always enjoyed, you know, when I take the time to go and do it. I'm going to give these CNC lines a little bit of definition with this, oh, what do you call it? Shading brown.
Kimberly said that the May one is full, and she thinks that April had a couple of spots
left. Okay. May have a couple of spots left then in the April one. Yeah, Sasha is the realtor. We actually have 3 businesses. My business, the realty business, and Box and Bakery. They're going to be all a part of it. We're all just kind of getting together and doing something free, giving some fun. There's going to be snacks. I think there's going to be wine. Yeah, okay.
I think you're reconnected.
Okay.
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 Bear with us, y'all. I guess we're having some connection issues, but we'll be right back if we go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're back on.
Okay. So I'm just kind of lightly going around this chicken with some shading brown. I'm not trying to overdo it, and I'm not trying to necessarily hit that.
We're back.
Okay. I'm just going to give it a little bit definition with this shading brown. But I am glad that I did 50% white and 50% scarecrow white as my base coat. If you just joined us, I base coated this not in white, not in scarecrow white, but 50-50. That's what I did. Because I didn't want a cool white, which is what our normal white is, and I didn't want a really, really, really yellow looking white, which is what scarecrow is. Okay. Now, all I have to do really is kind of come back and add some shading up here. Because y'all know how I am. I got to do some of that all the time, no matter what. That's my go-to. And notice just that little bit of shading on my little bow there makes a big difference. I might do something like that. And something like that. Yeah. And then kind of come out here. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. But a little bit of shading just makes a big difference, y'all. You got to do it. And then I'll do something like that. And then I'll start in the middle. Or actually end in the middle, I guess really, typically is what I'm doing. So I'm going to pick up a script liner. I did my shading with the shading red. I'm going to pick up my script liner now. And this thing actually needs some paint. This paint needs some water in it, so I have a wet brush kind of. There we go. And I think if you do this and you decide to do the 50% white, 50% scarecrow white, you probably will like it. I like it.
It's such a good contrast on the oranges.
It makes your chicken, like any living creature, any living thing is always, to me, needs kind of some warm colors to it. You mean
the blank, Ava? She's asking if you have this in the shop. Where you mean?
Yes, we have it in the, we have the blank in the shop, Ava. We do not have the, if you're asking for the digital or the paper pattern, we don't have that yet. I'm going to try to get that done this week. All right, now I've got to go over Zero and Given, and what I did is I mixed 50% brilliant blue and 50% navy blue. Okay, I didn't want something super dark, but I didn't want that brilliant blue either. I didn't want it that light. And I decided to go in different colors on Zero and Given from Clucks, and I'm glad I did. I like it. And all I'm doing is just kind of going over the part that I had dry brushed over. Yeah, just kind of going over that a little bit, making my blues look good. There we go. And it's really not, it's pretty easy to paint. And it's really cute. Chickens are very popular.
Miss Diana wants to know what kind of brush you're using. Did we decide on a rake?
Right now, I'm using a script liner, but to do these things, I did a rake brush. To do all of those brush strokes like that, I used a rake brush. And I did the dry brush idea. You put the paint on the brush, but take it off.
Kim said she's going to do the 50-50 white scarecrow on her wheelbarrows.
Oh, yeah.
For a wood texture.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah. And the 50-50 scarecrow white and white is hard to beat. You get a really, really nice, almost vanilla, look to it, but it's kind of warms things up. Don't get me wrong, I like the white that we have, but there's just times that you're like, not feeling it for this piece. We got to go something a little different. Okay, so I've got all that. Then I'm gonna
make them unique. To me, the white would make it too perfect and personal. And...
So you want, but definitely do it in whatever color you like.
Hi, Deborah.
I think I do like the shading yellow, shading orange, fair, and the shading brown on my brush strokes. I do like that.
A leaf must have blown over.
Yes, our dogs are so ridiculous. There we go. Had to outline the nose. Now, what am I going to do down here? Good question. Let's just think about this. I think what I'll do is I'll pick up my shading red, and I'll use my script liner, and I'll just come over here, and I'm going to outline my boots. I'm not going to shade them. I'm just going to outline them.
And what color is that?
Shading red.
Okay.
Just in my shading red. Good old shading. If you don't have shading red, don't worry about it. It's just red and black mixed together. Then you got shading red. So if you don't have it, get your red out, mix it with some black, you're good to go. There we go. And I just did black in between the boots.
Miss Ava said, how's the loader thingy?
The forklift? Well, let's see. We got the hydraulics fixed, which we knew they were messed up.
Picture it, Sicily, 1952.
Exactly. It's been quite an ordeal. But I have to say, we have some really good friends in the metal fab business, and he has really helped us out. And so we had to put tires on it, which we knew we had to, and so which we spent more than we thought. But isn't that the way it always goes?
Right.
And I think all we have to buy are some extenders, because we're getting sheets of 8-foot plywood off, and those extenders are only 42 inches, the forks. That's never going to work. So we're going to have to buy 6-foot forks to put them on there. And then we're going to start ordering MDO. I've really been waiting, Well, we normally would have to drive about an hour on the other side of Houston to pick up our MDO. And there's never a good time to go because there's always traffic. It's a 20-foot trailer. The truck is 24 feet, so you got 48 feet. And you got to go to an industrial complex, and they don't have any parking, and there's nowhere to turn around the trailer. So Bruce is always in a bad mood when he has to go do that.
Once in the world, he's in a bad mood.
He's always in a bad mood. Hence, part of the reason we got the forklift. Another reason is we're ordering stuff that is going to be coming in from China. So we have to have stuff to get it off of those big 18-wheelers. But, such is life. But so far, so good. But of course, the tires cost me a lot more than I thought they were going to cost. But
the tires for the forklift? Oh,
yeah. Because you have to have a special machine to get them on. There's a rim on each side of the tire. I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have known that.
But that's something Bruce took care of mine. I was just responsible for purchasing it or doing the phone calling. And then he has to handle all the hard stuff. The repair people and all of that.
I really like I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I really like your star flowers and things, your 4th of July
stuff.
Yeah.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
I'm going to come on in the academy and paint the other side. The other side is Happy Mother's Day and, what is it? Happy Mother's Day? Oh, and a flower.
Aww.
The heart, the other side is Happy Mother's Day, the flower.
I guess we have to take the Easter stuff down eventually.
I know.
But I just love how colorful it is. You can leave it up as far as I'm concerned.
Now, I am going to get out this regular white. Although this is kind of gummy, y'all. Hold on a minute. I'm going to use regular white on her eyes. But I'm going to just put a little bit of white in there. Little bit. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to use a lot more than that. But this is a really cute piece. And it's just kind of different. And
hi, Deborah.
I'm glad I used the Scarecrow white and white mix as my base color. All right, now I think I got it. I spent half of my life putting water in paint.
And how many clucks are you going to give about
Zero.
that?
Zero.
I laughed and laughed, y'all, when I saw this. Miss Ava said her husband drives a huge one. Tires are tall.
Yeah, they're just like,
Oh, tires are taller than she is, and she's 5 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, I knew that the tires were going to be expensive, But I didn't know they were going to be that expensive. But we have a crushed concrete parking lot, so you have to have these bigger tires because, you know, we're not on concrete. There's always some kind of challenge. That's part of how life works.
Right, yeah.
That's how you know
you're going to come easy.
Nah, that's how you know you're alive, y'all. Did you know that? When you're trying to solve a problem.
Well, look here, we're about to be
given that, I should be an expert.
We should be expert problem solvers by now.
But my mom used to say, you know you're alive because you're always trying to solve a problem. Well, she's probably
Did the problems ever get solved? That's the question.
I'm not really sure.
But one sure cropped up right after it.
Yeah. Now, I'm kind of debating about putting some white in here. I'm going to put a little bit, and we're just going to see if I'm going to like it. No, not with black on it.
Miss Diana said the struggle is real.
It is. It is. Why do they have to do that?
One of our dogs has the most hysterical bark.
She's got like a howl, and it's so ridiculous.
If anybody ever tried to rob us, they would leave because she's so annoying with her bark. Annoying. She's a beautiful, sweet dog.
She kind of has this little howl going, you know. But the thing is, my dogs try to act all tough. All you have to do is say boo, and they'll go running the other way. That's really all you have to do. Notice I did go ahead and decide to put some white highlights in here, didn't I, y'all?
I do. I really love them.
Yeah.
I think they're beautiful.
Y'all know me. I ain't going to do nothing without highlights. There we go. Might even do it like that. Not a lot. I think I'll go ahead and even put some highlights on her glasses. Even though this black is wet, I really should wait till tomorrow, but I'm going to give y'all the idea. Keep getting that black paint off over here on the table.
It really just, the highlighting just seems to make everything.
It really does. A little bit more there. See, this guy's pretty easy to paint, y'all. And
Kim said you got to highlight your letters.
Oh, yes. I can do this. The blue is still really, really wet, so I'm not going to do that. But I can do this. I can just kind of come along here.
Why are y'all being so bad today?
Because that's all they know how to do is be bad.
Well, we've had some drama with the doggies lately, y'all.
Yes, we have.
If you're our neighbors, you probably already know all about it.
Our neighbors are probably tired of them.
I'm sure they are, and us too.
Yes.
How that matter?
Yes.
Our dogs are being bad.
They are being bad. I'm going to have to wait on that. But that's okay. I like the glasses, y'all. The glasses are probably one of my favorite parts of this piece. And I'm going to do something with these boots later, but I don't know what. Maybe I'll put some polka dots, but I can't do that right now because that's really, really wet. So remember, 50-50 on Scarecrow white and white on your base. This is 50% brilliant blue, 50% navy. This is 20 red with the 26 shading pink. I just wanted to tone that red down. Of course, black glasses. This is orange. I think I probably mixed orange and primer orange for that. And then I just did, a lot of rake brushing.
Miss Diana loves it.
Oh, thank you. With shading yellow, shading orange, shading brown. That's what I did all the dry brushing with. Came back and did a little bit of white highlights. And that's it. But she's really cute and easy to paint. The blanks are at the store. And as soon as I get the templates ready and the paper patterns, I'll put that out on Facebook and let y'all know. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to be in the Academy this week. I will be doing the back of this patriotic heart for Happy Mother's Day. I think what I'm going to do is I am a big fan of green and pink together. So I think this, for me, I'm going to go green and pink. But there's no limit to the colors you could do. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I might go pink and purple. We'll see. But I'll be doing that in the Academy this week.
And can I see the front of that one?
This one?
That's a star.
Yeah, the patriotic stars.
Yeah. I love those. Both of those. The
really
heart
cute.
and the flower.
So this is that reversible. And these were the templates. You got 4 templates when you're in the Academy for the month of April. The flower, the patriotic flower, the Mother's Day heart, and the patriotic heart. All right. Thanks for hanging out. And Connie, thanks for being our great camera person, as she always is.
Miss Ava said, love the chicken.
Oh, thank you. I'll post a picture of it here in a little bit. You guys have a good one, and we will see y'all this week.
Have a happy week, y'all. Bye-bye.